Hello and welcome to this channel. I want to use this video to give you an introduction about myself, about the channel and what you can expect, and about the journey which we'll be on together. Let's start with myself. I'm Bodo. I'm 25 years old, half American and half German. However, I grew up in Germany and I feel more German than American, let's say that. However, I grew up bilingual, so languages were always part of my life. However, as most of you probably had this experience, in school I didn't really appreciate language learning because it was a lot about grammar and it was really not about speaking, and it was not designed in a way where it's a lot of fun, where you can choose the topics you're interested in. And the most important part, there are of course encounters where you can also talk with natives, you can visit different countries. So I don't want to talk badly about the school system and language learning. However, in my opinion and in my experience, I made much more progress after having finished school, just by myself at home. And this is also thanks to the possibilities and opportunities we have nowadays with technology, which is also why this channel focuses mainly on technology and the opportunities we nowadays get to improve our language learning and make it a faster process, but also much more fun and profit from the opportunities we have. So after not having enjoyed French in school, I really for a while didn't learn any languages. Then I started with Spanish again. And fortunately, because I choose international business as a bachelor, I had the chance to go to Spain. It was mandatory to go abroad. I chose Spain, so I already learned Spanish, and with Babbel. So I'm also someone who really likes Babbel. However, nowadays there are even better apps, let's say, or even like different complements. Babbel is a good app, but you can profit from a lot of other apps nowadays. So I used Babbel for my first language, which was Spanish, and then I fell in love also with the podcast, which I can highly recommend everyone who is on the journey of language learning, which is called Coffee Break. Coffee Break German, English, Spanish, French, Italian, you name the language, it is in Spotify. So you can download these episodes for free, and they really start at the basics. So the first episode is just about the basics. The second episode is more about the grammar. And the third one is about, it's like stories to get to know a bit the culture, but also just have interesting stories. But what I like about the podcast is that from the beginning, you have the possibility to talk. Because in school, okay, there are instances where you should repeat sentences, but what is really important is to start from the first day just to repeat simple phrases. Because in that way you teach your mouth, your tongue how to act. And because if you once already start with the wrong pronunciation, maybe too heavily rely on your mother tongue and how words are pronounced, then it's really hard to change it in hindsight. So I recommend to you to use this, and otherwise I will talk in next videos about a lot of other possibilities. So now going back to my language learning journey. After I finished my studies in Spain and really felt very comfortable with the language, I fell in love with Italian and really started to learn Italian, but by myself at home. So I never visited a course until reaching B2, and discovered a lot of opportunities how to improve this language, such as Coffee Break Italian, as I mentioned before, also other platforms, and I will talk about the systems I used in future videos. But I really immersed myself in the language, which is, I think, key, and also decided to do a double degree, to study 1 year in Italy, where I'm currently. So currently I'm in Brescia, in the north of Italy, and I really enjoy it here. And even though my focus is of course on Italian, I also started Portuguese last year, and now I'm currently really refreshing my French. So I want to share my best practices with you
no matter which language, and also would like to come into contact with you through comments and see what worked for you or what is working for you, what you like to hear about, and just take you with me on my language learning journey. So see you in the upcoming videos.